We've done this a few times here. Thank you for being with us. Mike Salk Show, 710 ESPN Seattle. But today, rather than getting to know more about us, we're going to get to know more about some of the candidates for the coaching job at the University of Washington. So we're going to do this kind of like a blind resume thing. Justin's put together some information. He will give us some of the basics, and then we'll try to decide who we're most intrigued by without knowing the name to see if that helps. Look, by the way, I don't know any of the names anyway.
Well, you kind of do, because these are names that I've taken based on conversations you've had with guests on the show.
Well, I think what we do know is that there's no way I'll know much about them based on my ability to say that Brian Kelly played at or coached at Georgia Tech. So, all right, what do we got?
Who I'm gonna give you 4 doors to choose which one you would like to open.
All right,
and then you pick the door based on just a number you like, I guess. And
Door number 2.
Okay.
No. Oh, sorry, you have to tell me first, right?
No, I just opened the door.
Oh,
it's too late. Door number 2.
Looks good in there.
A head coach who started by playing as a defensive back in college.
Herm Edwards. Oh, it's not that kind of game?
Keep going. He has a .470 winning percentage as a head coach.
Okay. A little under 500.
He's quiet about his personal life and hobbies with the media, but what I was able to find out about him is that we know he enjoys pizza, skiing, and fishing, and, as according to one ESPN blogger says, he has a very high football IQ, and another described him as intense and somewhat of a perfectionist.
Okay.
So that's door number 2.
Okay.
Where are you going next?
Well, door number 1. We probably should have done this in order.
Yeah, we could easily.
That's my fault. Door number 1.
You like my door?
Squeaky, that
door?
door.
Yeah, this is a squeaky door. Also played DB in college. Had a .600 winning percentage currently as a head coach.
Okay.
I should say all of these are head coaches at the moment. There's no like coordinators or something in here. And an ESPN blogger, Ted Miller, describes his coach as being, quote, funny, biting, pithy, strange, fiery, and surprising when talking to reporters.
Okay.
Okay, so that's door number 1. I'm just going to go in order now. Door number 3, okay?
Yeah. What's going on with your door?
Listen, it's not. I'm gonna spoil this here, but it's not a real door.
Oh, really?
This guy has been coaching since he was 19.
19?
19, he started coaching.
Okay.
He has a .526 winning percentage as a head coach.
Okay.
He has been described as stoic and steady, and, quote, he is the antithesis of Pete Carroll. He's more of a Tony Dungy type.
Okay.
Okay, and my last door number 4 here.
That one seemed great.
That was a little bit better.
It's the best door you've got.
A variety.
It's a WD-40 on that.
I'm surprised you know what that is. He played as a defensive lineman in college.
Okay.
He has a .617 winning percentage as a
real
head
winner.
coach.
Yes.
And his core principles are the words recruit, retain, develop. And he's been described as an extremely humble, no-ego guy, and then he was born to be a head coach in football.
Okay.
Well, that's our guy, right?
He was born to be head coach. All right.
But I like the recruit, retain, and develop.
I bet you do.
That's good.
All right. Based on what you've told me and nothing else, I want door number 1. I'd like to know more about door number 1 because that sounds like the coach I want. I like that he's funny and pithy.
Funny, pithy, biting, strange, fiery, and surprising when talking to reporters. .600 winning percentage, played DB in college.
Yeah, that sounds like my kind of guy. Who's that?
Your boy, Chip Kelly.
Yeah, see, that doesn't surprise me. I love Chip Kelly.
You have been fond of him already.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that's going to work out. But Brock and I went to I think at the time it was Pac-10 Media Day years ago and met all the different coaches. It was really sad. Nobody knew who Paul Wolf was when he was the WSU coach.
Oh.
Like, I think actually Bill Moose had to come talk because no one wanted to talk to Paul Wolf.
Oh.
I know, it's sad. But by far, my 2 favorites that I met there were Jeff Tedford, who at the time was with Cal, and Chip Kelly. I loved him, and I was expecting him to be a huge jerk, and I thought he was great. He was all of those things. He was strange. He was funny. Tons of accountability. He had a great story that he told us then about how like if people were getting mad because his players were parking illegally outside the library, and he like read them the riot act about how like they represent the school and they represent the team and they don't get to, just there was a whole accountability element to it. I thought it was great. He like totally won me over in a 10-minute interview.
Speaking of accountability, did you know that after his team lost to Boise State, you remember the LeGarrette Blount punch?
Yeah.
There was a fan that demanded a refund for his travel expenses And Chip Kelly sent him a check for $439.
Oh my God.
Chip Kelly recruited this guy that I played against in high school when he was at New Hampshire. Like, he's been around, man. I like Chip, but I don't think that one's going to happen. All right, second choice is probably, you guys got it right, number 4.
Number 4 is the second choice?
Yeah, that's the D lineman with a .617 winning percentage as a coach. Who's that?
That would be Matt Campbell at Iowa State.
Brock likes him.
Described as extremely humble, no ego, born to be a head coach, recruit, retain, develop.
RRD.
617 winning percentage as a head coach, and he loves Iowa State.
It's not like a great acronym or anything.
RRD.
Well, that's a good name. I mean, he's at Iowa State, where it's not exactly like the creme de la creme program. I think at times it's been described as one of the worst college football jobs in any power conference. So, I think it's an intriguing idea for sure, based on the success that he's had at a place that is not traditionally successful. I don't know what his West Coast ties are and whether or not that works, but Brock's word is usually good enough for me. If he likes Matt Campbell a lot, I'm certainly willing to listen.
Matt Campbell's from a small Ohio town, and when he's born in the hospital, gives all the boy babies little footballs next to their.
Is it true?
Yes.
So he was born to do this.
Literally
born to
Justin,
do
that's
this.
sexist. I want a football.
That's true. Why don't they give the girl boys?
Give everybody a football.
The girl babies get like a doll. They're just like, it's 1955 there, man. They don't mess around.
I'm surprised that you didn't pick the guy who has been described as the antithesis of Pete Carroll and more of a Tony Dungy type.
I think it's because I like Pete Carroll, and I don't like Tony Dungy.
The guy that's been coaching since he was 19 did not play in college. The .526 winning percentage is another Brock guy, Dave Aranda.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right.
And I'm not surprised that Brock likes the Tony Dungy guy.
That's true, actually. I should have realized
You should have put all this together. Of course Brock likes the Tony Dungy guy.
You said that with such disdain.
I like Tony Dungy.
We can bring it up later.
Who doesn't? I mean, Tony Dungy's like a very mild-mannered person.
I know, that's what I don't like about him. He's not that interesting.
Oh my God.
Fiery enough for you?
No, I want some fire. I want some intrigue.
You want the kind of guy that leaves a shopping cart out, probably. That's what you want.
One guy who refuses to help pack his own groceries.
And the last one, intense, somewhat of a perfectionist, very high football IQ. Who do you think that would be?
Justin Wilcox?
That's Justin Wilcox.
Yeah, I like Justin Wilcox. That would have probably been my next choice.
And he played, he was in the Chris Peterson coaching tree at a point. So if Chris Peterson's helping recruit, that seems possible,
Did you
right?
say one of the things he likes is pizza?
Pizza, skiing, and fishing.
We really did go deep if he
I
likes
know.
pizza.
Apparently, Mark Few is one of his fishing buddies.
Oh, well.
Honestly, I would worry about the coaching candidate that says they don't like pizza. Like,
Seriously,
who doesn't
but
like pizza?
also, what are you into? Oh, pizza? Really?
He's so quiet with the media. He doesn't share anything.
Well,
So
I
I was
don't
like,
want that.
Maybe he's like Justin is with pickles with pizza.
Oh, like he's super, like he gets
that's his thing.
deep dives.
He has an Instagram account where he reviews
Neapol-
pizza. Maybe
He goes Neapolitan on one day.
I'm into it.
Right, he's got flatbread on another, New York style another day. Maybe he likes to go to Neapolitan. Yeah, all right.
Let's find out what kind of pizza Brock likes.
There you go. All right. Well, I feel like we've really gotten to know these coaches.
So Chip Kelly's your call. It sounds like.
Well, he always has been. I mean, I don't think that's a huge surprise. He's not coming here, though. I don't believe that's going to happen. I'll go with. I think the Matt Campbell one is interesting. Do they call him Soup? They must, right? They must call him Soup. Soup Campbell.
We need to get Dr. Rick. We need to get Dr. Rick right away.
I went to college with a Matt Campbell. Everybody called him Soup, so I just assumed that that's just the norm for everybody with that name. All right, let's ask Brock more about his guy. We'll do it next.
Hi, my name is Dr. Rick.
All
I'm
right.
a world-renowned parental life coach.